What's going on, everyone? CE420 here. Today we're going to talk about a couple ways you can go right ahead and conserve your terpenes. Save them for the plant and save them for your smoking experience. Terpenes, for those of you who don't know, are the things that give off the smell and give off the taste of that specific cultivar, that specific pheno. Now, they grow on the plant in the flower stage, on the buds themselves. It's a liquid chemical compound that has a lot of medicinal benefits and actually adds a lot to your medicinal effect. So you're going to want to be able to produce and save as many of those as possible. But how exactly do you do that to make great tasting, great smelling bud that gives you the effects you're looking for? We're going to talk about a couple of those things today. So number one is actually supplementing CO2. Now CO2 is what plants actually intake to create oxygen. Plants don't want to breathe in oxygen, they want to breathe in CO2. Now, the way you can do this is you can use a CO2 tank and release it a little bit at a time in some kind of contraption, or you can use CO2 bags. There's all sorts of ways to supplement CO2, but any way you figure out how to do that and get your numbers up to about 1600 for the CO2 density. That's going to be right around optimal for most situations from as far as I know. Now, what that actually is going to do is it's going to cause your plant to perspirate a little bit less, and it's not going to have to breathe as heavy to get more CO2 in. And if your plant is trying to breathe heavily, get a lot more CO2 in, it's actually going to release a lot more of those terpenes rather than conserve them. Now, another thing you can do is actually increase the intensity on the light. Now, if you're using an LED, this is actually fantastic, because if you increase the intensity of the light, you're giving your plant light stress, which is going to cause them to create more terpenes and more trichomes potentially, but they're also going to not give off a lot of heat stress, and the heat stress would actually cause the terpenes to evaporate, causing you to lose more of those terpenes, while the light stress causes them to produce their secondary sex characteristics like their terpenes and their trichomes. So that's going to be very important, is increasing the light intensity throughout the flower stage and giving them a little bit of that stress. Now, a lot of it's actually going to come from the drying and the cure itself. And the numbers you're going to be looking for are 60% humidity and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. This is going to ensure that mold is not going to develop, as well as keeping your plant cool. So again, you do not evaporate any of those terpenes and lose any potential there. You're also going to want to keep it cool, because I believe heat also degrades the trichomes, so you're going to want to look out for that as well. You're going to want to keep that humidity down into the 60s, or well, 60% humidity, and that's going to keep the plant from getting rid of too much moisture too quickly and keeping it from drying too fast, at the same time as making sure it does not get mold on your product and it does not have a hospitable environment. You're going to want to keep a fan going in your drying room. Just keep a little bit of air moving around. That will increase the drying time, but you definitely don't want stagnant air in those kinds of conditions. I hope this video helped you guys. I hope these are a couple tips to not only get more terpenes, but save your terpenes that are going to help you on your next grow. If you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. And also, don't forget to watch more of my videos, but I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much.